Good morning everyone, welcome back to another video. We're in the kitchen this morning and we've got to plaster this wall. It's actually looking really good already. Simon and Jans did a fantastic job yesterday. So the guys are prepping this morning, PVAing it. I'll let Simon explain exactly what that is and why we have to do that. And then we're going to mix up some plaster and give it its first coat. Because I think Simon wants to do it in 2 passes, but I'll let him explain why he's going to do that. So let's crack on.
Good morning everybody. So, like Billy said earlier, we're going to plaster this wall that we repaired yesterday. I've got Yanis at the moment, he's PVAing the wall. What that does is it seals the wall for the new plaster we put on there, but also gives it, it's like a bonding agent as well, especially over painted walls. You really want to do that, just to make sure you get a good adhesion with the plaster to the wall. As I say, it'll seal the bit of plaster that we put on yesterday to stop the suction rate from being too great. So, because if you notice at the top of that section that we put in, it's quite thick up there, so more than likely what I'll end up doing is putting 2 coats of plaster. Traditionally you'd put 2 coats on anyway. So we'll put a coat on to bring it all out level, and then I'll put a finish coat over the top of all that. Then we'll trail it all down like you've seen me do before. So hopefully by the end of today, once it's painted, you'll never know that there was a cupboard there. Obviously you'll know, but what I mean is nobody will know when they look at it. So hopefully it all goes well. It's a bit warmer in as well because we've got some heating in here. So, it should dry out in a normal time scale. If it was really cold, we could be waiting all day for the plaster to set. It might even freeze the water, so it's warm. As I say, it's warm in here. So, as I say, got Yanis to seal the wall up first. We'll let that go tacky, and then we'll hit it with the first coat. Let that set a little bit, and then I'll put a second coat on, as you'll see. So, let's crack on. Okay, so we've got the plaster mixed up now, so I'm just about to get the first coat on. So let's get some plaster on the wall. So like I say, this first coat really is, this is a lot lower than that part of the plaster work that's already done. So this first coat's really trying to build it out somewhere near, you know, flat. So when we put the top coat on, we've got a nice even top coat to go on it. Okay, so what I'm trying to do at the moment is just get it flat, because obviously we put another piece in and it was slightly lower than the plastered surface that was already on there. So I'm trying to get it as flat with the outer, or the old plaster that was on the wall, so that when I put the next coat on, I can just put a real thin coat on, nice and even all over. And then hopefully you'll never see that there was ever a repair there. So it's normally done in 2 stages as well. As I say, this one's really just to bring it out to the right level of the surrounding wall. And then the next one will just be so that you don't notice it. If the camera picks up, it's really quite shiny. That's where it's still quite wet. When I pour the trowel across there, you'll see it's, you know, it's still quite wet. When it starts going matte, that's when it's starting to set and the moisture's sort of being drawn out of it. That's when I'll be able to get a sponge float on it, and it will just bring the surface back to life, just so that we can trail it just down a little bit more. It's probably not necessary so much on this coat as it will be on the final coat. You'll see when I put the final coat on exactly what I mean there. This one's more just, like I keep saying, just to get it flat with the surrounding plaster work that's there. So that's what we're doing just at the moment. And what you'll see is, I mean, if it picks it up, it probably doesn't, but when I put my trowel across it, because it's quite a big trowel, if there's any low spots, I'll be able to see it, so then I can take a piece off of somewhere and just fill that in. So that, you know, like I keep saying, just so we get it as flat as we can.
Hello everyone, come into this room. So I thought we should do a little bit of further exploration of this mystery shaft that we discovered last week. And I brought a tape measure with me so we can see exactly how deep it goes, because we didn't really know where it ended or started. So we're going to measure it now, see how deep it goes, and then go downstairs and sort of work out where it will be within the wall. So let me come in here again. Put that down. Put this down. Okay. I'm just going to move the wood quickly, Alex. Tape measure. Let's go for it. Got a feeling it goes lower though than where it's currently stopped. Can't really see it though that well. Right. 2 meters. 2.5 meters. 3 meters. 4 meters. Okay, we're at 4 meters. So that then only goes to the floor below, because the ceilings on the floor below us are about 3.5 meters to add the depth of the floor between on this floor, and that gives us probably 4 meters. So I thought it would go much lower, but I've got a feeling that there's a piece of timber between the floor below and then the floor below again, because I'll take you downstairs and I'll explain what I can see from the wall. And yeah, it's very interesting, and it's full up with stuff. Can't really see, but it looks like someone's thrown things down there. So ooh, let's go downstairs. Let's go. It's absolutely freezing on this top floor. It's like a fridge. You're welcome. Okay. Interesting. So, 4 meters. It must go lower. It must go lower. Okay. We're at 3 meters 20 to about there. Add maybe 30 centimeters. And we're actually a bit lower than this floor, which then doesn't make sense. They have raised this floor though. This floor level has been raised by about 100 millimeters, about 10 centimeters, something like that. Okay. I can see stuff in there. That is really unusual. You see this piece of wood going all the way through? Let me get some sort of tool that I can sort of pick at it with. Let me just dig this in here quickly. See that piece of wood? Oh. There. Interesting. Okay. Without making the hole too big, maybe a few more taps. One tommet, two tommet, 3, 4. Okay, we are at the base of where we said it was, so why is it full up with stuff though? They bury something? Why is it full of tomettes? That makes no sense at all. Any minute now, I'm expecting something to grab my hand, but hopefully there isn't. Okay. Interesting. At the back of this, I can see really nicely faced granite blocks, and they're all sooty, where it was most likely a fireplace here. But then it doesn't seem to go any lower. It seems that further down, probably about that much further down, the stone then comes in, which then continues the wall. So, yeah, that's really interesting. Ah, okay, yes, that makes a lot of sense. Have we got anything here to make a big hole? Just me. I am the hole maker. You're going to see now that we're about to expose an actual granite fireplace. That's the granite. And I imagine there's a piece of granite going through here, and they've literally infilled it with just tomettes. And this is an original fireplace. Wow. Well, we sort of expected it to be a fireplace, but why is there no chimney breast above? Has it been dismantled? Is this building actually older than people say it is? We don't know. You know what's really funny, everyone? So downstairs, I'm covering up an original feature, which I don't normally do, but here I'm exposing one. And most likely, at some point, I'll probably cover this over as well. I don't know, because it's gonna sort of intrude with the library, because here is where the library stops. Would it make sense to have a fireplace in the corner of the room? Not really. It'd be nice if it was in the center of the room. Anyway, also that's quite weird as well, to have a fireplace upstairs on the gallery. Normally it should be downstairs. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's continue. Most of these we can try and keep. You can see now, can't you, everyone? Very interesting. But let's continue. This is what I want to see, what's here. Keep going. Keep going. What is here? Do we just have a brick mantle maybe? Not a granite one? It appears so. Yes, so it's just a brick lintel that they've put in. That's a shame. I was hoping it would be a lovely piece of granite going through there. But nevertheless, we've got a lovely old feature, a lovely old fireplace. And no treasure. What a shame. Oh well, we'll try and do something with this when we do the library renovation. Probably keep it exposed, I don't know. It's quite nice because maybe at some point there was a nice maybe marble or wooden surround in front of it. And then possibly, well, maybe not because it was a convent, but if it was a chateau, you'd have a mirror above it, a nice ledge, and then, yeah, a mantle that you put a clock on or something. Anyway, we'll get the rest of that out next week because we'll be back up here next week, continuing with the demolition. We've got a little bit to do here. This has got to come out. This beam's got to come out. And then we've got some plaster and things to remove from the ceiling, but then, very importantly, we're upstairs. So, yeah, let's go back down and see what Simon's up to.
Okay, so we've got the second coat on now, and it's just set back a little bit. If you notice when I put my hand on it, it's not all sticky still. So this is the perfect time now to get the sponge float on it, which is basically a trowel with a layer of sponge on there, and that will just bring the surface just back to life, so that then I can trail it all down and get rid of any little imperfections that are on there. I'll also go around the edge as well and blend that into the existing wall as best I can. So that's what we're going to do next. If I just show you on here, if we don't put water on it, you'll see, can you see what happens? It drags it all. So the water just allows it to become, I don't know if slippery is the word, but it just brings the surface back to a moist consistency so that I can then trail it all down. And like I say, fill in any little imperfections are there. So that's the last job. Once we've done this, we'll have a good clean up. We'll get Yanis to clean the bucket out for me. Clean the floor up the best we can. I mean, we've protected the floor anyway, but just, you know, clear this bit up. It's Friday late afternoon now, so I hope you all have a great weekend, and we will see you Monday.
Well, thank you everyone for watching this video today and the videos this week. We really, really appreciate it. So next week's going to be really interesting. There's going to be a familiar face back at the convent, someone that you know and all love. So we're really excited about that. Dad's going to be back with the transit, so we can continue with the demolition of the library project. It's really nice of Simon and Yanis to help this week with the kitchen, because we really had to get this finished, because next week the carcasses for the kitchen. So the carcasses are like just the units that all the doors and worktop attached to. You don't really see them, but they are in oak style effect wood. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. That's all being fitted. So yeah, if you want to check out what's going on behind the scenes on this channel, we do post literally almost every day at the moment on Patreon. So link is in the description. Check it out, everyone. Really, really appreciate that as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go home now and yeah, maybe rest this week. I don't know. There might be a video tomorrow. There might not be. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow or Monday.